guys. If you're new to my channel, guys, We the People podcast, like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell notification, share the video, guys. I thank you for being here. If you're on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, I appreciate you being here with me. I wanted to talk on this Friday of the 1st of May. How time is flying already of 2026. And just want people to see and realize where we are as a so-called nation or whatever we are anymore. The people we so-called have in charge, we already know, 500 representatives in my government, all have failed the American people. And it's done on purpose. They never represented us. We didn't really have law, order, freedom, or liberty here. The Constitution was just a historic paper at this point. We better off just wiping our ass with it at this point. I don't even think had any meanings in the last past 100 years at all. Constitution is just a myth at this point. We, the people, are supposed to be in charge. We, the people, are supposed to have power. That we delegate power to those who are supposed to represent us in government. But that hasn't been the case. Those in government, those people we send to DC to represent us, all 50 states, only represent themselves, their donors, and their lobby groups and the CEOs of corporations. We are not rich. We don't have any power. We are happily giving away our freedom and liberty for so-called safety and security, which is a big no-no. We should have never done that. But when you have feminism, we bring in all the hate and we bring in all the cartoonish BS, racism, DEI, ABE, alphabet community. This is where we at. Men can't be men. Men, they remove God, we remove God. If you remove man from everything, you basically remove God's authority. And you remove God's authority, the men who God gave authority to, the devil came in and destroyed in less than one generation. Households have been destroyed. Family, communities have all been destroyed. The school systems destroyed. The churches have all been destroyed because we removed the man, we shamed the man, when we basically say we don't need a man no more, we don't need God anymore. So we have a godless society here. Christian, Muslim, I don't know what it is anymore. Is basically so far from God, I don't recognize the people or anything anymore. And I'm not shaming women, whatever the case may be, but we need to get back to the basics. God will have order and discipline. That's first thing first. Too much of good, too much of evil. God's going to set the reset to get a balance. We have strayed away from God and God authority way too long. And the reset is here. If you have anything about you godly, you know it's coming. And with these evil people that think they're in charge or have any power, they're going to go forward with their so-called plans to bring in their savior or Messiah, whatever you God they worship. We know it ain't God, but they believe they're the chosen people and they're going to bring in their savior. That's going to happen. And when it does happen, millions and not billions of people will not be around for it. I want people to realize, you either realize that you don't. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here to argue or talk to you or talk you down or you know better, so be it. I don't care. I'm telling you what God informed me as I pray to Him, what's got to happen. God didn't open your eyes to see the future, that's on you. You asking for clarity, you asking for understanding. He doesn't owe it to us. We can pray for it. Sometimes He grants us that, sometimes He don't. But if He does, you wake up your eyes and be prepared accordingly. We're spiritual beings for a reason. This war we are on will get hot again. They have to do something. They can blockade the blockade. They can talk all they want to, ceasefire, all the deals to manipulate the markets. But eventually, Israel and the United States gonna do something major, something so radical. It's gonna start a major event. We know a lot of countries are feeling the oil shortage. Our gas prices in the United States are going up big time. Food shortages are coming with the fertilizer issues and shit like that. It's going to be a cold winter, guys. It's going to be very hard. And this is all man-made. They're burning us out, all these wildfires and shit. Shit is hitting the fan. It's already there. I want you to realize and wake up. Trump, our government, nobody's coming to save you. I want you to wake up and realize this. Prepare your mind, prepare your body, get your shit to supplies and gear you will need to survive at least a week or two. I know it's hard out here. A lot of people losing their jobs, inflation is kicking your ass, gas prices not kicking your ass, diesel prices going up. So our supply and the food costs is going up like that. The farmers are going bankrupt because they can't afford the fertilizer and shit. Shit is going crazy. It's about to be another lockdown. This time there'll be martial law, a lot of other crazy shit. I want you to realize what is going on. The best of my ability. I ain't perfect. But at the same time, we're not voting. I keep saying we are not voting our way out of the bullshit. So either we can sit back and just let this shit happen and let them destroy us, or we can try to do something about it. And I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the games. And I want people to realize and wake up. The longer you keep going your day to day, your bread and circus, don't want different change, don't want to pay attention. Politics bore me. I don't care. Whatever the case be, the longer we delay the inevitable. Look at that gas price is 6 something. I'm in Florida. It's over 420 something here in Florida, 6 something, and if you're on the West Coast, almost $7 in California. This shit is outrageous. Out fucking rageous. And this is the saddest thing I saw as well. The U.S. debt now exceeds the size of the economy, a once unthinkable threshold. Oh, we're not going to vote our way out of this. We're not going to print the money out of this, guys. We are so effing cooked out here. I don't think people truly realize the magnitude of that and how bad we are, how bad it is. In the U.S., like I said, we got Iran war. We look like the UK and NATO want to get engaged with Russia. World War IV, not III. World War III with the information warfare that we lost as well. World War IV is going to get ugly. And these people, this is what I'm talking. These boomers, these people here, they're still Trump. I don't understand how you still represent that man who told you to go F off. He told his entire base to go F off. He's raising your gas. He's raising your prices and shit. He could unaffordable. You can't even sell your home, you boomers. And he's about to fuck over your Medicare for next year. But hey, they stand in line. Oh, MAGA, Trump. I don't get it. The boomer generation was the fig tree generation that was planted to destroy. The 1947 was, I think, the boomers generation. 1948, where Israel was basically created or born. The boomer generation is the downfall of all mankind. And they are still celebrating, as Trump is a boomer himself, still celebrating, standing in line for this man. The white liberal boomer is a failed product of the United States. The right hippie, the white liberal boomer is the basic downfall of all of the United States of America. The boomer generation, the most selfish, sorriest, wicked generation of the United States, and they're the total wider downfall of everything in America. Not all boomers. Boomers. My parents are boomers. I'd have told them about themselves. They agree as well. Majority of them selfish about them, kicking the can down the road. They want it all. Fuck their kids and grandkids. They're sitting on, they bought a house with, they could afford a house of $30,000 30, 40 years ago. On the $30,000 salary, they had homes, both 2-home marriages. They had the cars, the vehicle, travel. They had it all. They had it all after the 80s and 90s, especially after coming out the 70s. They are the real generation that experienced what you want to call the American dream. They didn't need a high school. They barely needed a high school diploma. They didn't have to go to college or school, all the student loan debt. They could get a job by, oh, so and so. Hi, I know. Yeah, I know, Bobby. Come on in there, get a job and shit. Make make pennies on a dollar and afford a family of 4 or 5 on basically one income. Husband making 30, 40,000 dollars, living like a king. House, everything, land, 3 or 4 kids, got the vehicles, got the picket fence. They had it all. It wasn't the 50s. It wasn't solid generation. It was the boomers. And what they did, they wanted more. They wanted more wealth. They wanted more. They wanted more. So they kept kicking the can down the road. Fuck the next generation or two. Them, maybe the little Gen X as well. But like I said, they're there celebrating Trump. At this time, you can still celebrate and sit in line for a man that don't give a damn about you, just getting his family rich, giving you the middle finger, raising gas prices, getting us an award shit, all kind of shit. You to still do that? I don't get it. I don't get it. But the propaganda is so strong in them, they don't believe it. And this was the saddest thing ever. I don't care what you feel about Alex Jones. Them shutting down InfoWars is the saddest thing we have as well. Free speech, the First Amendment, all our amendment rights is dead. It's dead. The censorship, your First Amendment, you criticizing the government, anybody, it's dead, guys. You know why? Because nobody's willing to fight to keep. If you're not willing to fight tooth and nail for your freedom of living, you lose them. We let the government do whatever they want to, sign bills. They got 10,000 page bill here. Nobody reads. They just vote for it because they got paid for it. We don't check, no check and balances and shit. We deserve everything that come to us. Sad thing, Alex Jones InfoWars is finally officially shut down last night. It's over, guys. It's a surveillance state. The cameras are everywhere. Data centers are popping up. War is here. Famine is here. Lockdowns is coming. Energy costs is going to cost. People are losing their job left and right. People are paycheck to paycheck, barely making it. Education is a joke. There's no job. There's no real wealth for those. The 98% of us at the bottom here, not in the big club, there's no wealth. There's no bolting our way out of this and no getting our way out of this unless we do something that's going to cause bodily harm to certain people. But look like we don't have the balls to do that. Like I said, this is
yes, right. But when this is over, you'll have a world without a nuclear weapon with Iran. If you allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon, the world would be in great jeopardy. So it's not going to happen.
Who gives a fuck? And I'm saying, when somebody compliment me, oh, Iran get a nuclear weapon, they're crazy, this and this and this. Who gives a F? Who are we as a government or whatever you want to call it that tell any country or sovereign nation that they can't have a nuclear weapon? Who are we to dictate to any of the world countries? We need to stay in our own lanes. If Iran get a nuclear, who gives a fuck? North Korea got nuclear weapons. Have Kim Jong-un attacked anybody? We're the only nation that dropped a nuclear bomb on anybody. To tell anybody, the world would be danger. Why would we be in danger, Mr. President? Israel have illegal nuclear weapons that we know of, and yet we don't do nothing. We don't cut them off. We don't say nothing. We don't go take their shit. But if Iran have acquired nuclear weapons, the world's in danger. Most of the world countries have nuclear weapons. Who have used them? We're the only country that ever used them. So who's at harm? Who's really at risk of using it? It's going to be us or Israel, for sure. Russia haven't dropped the bomb. China haven't dropped nuclear bombs. Pakistan haven't dropped a nuclear bomb. North Korea haven't dropped the nuclear bomb. We're the only country. So the world be much safer. Gas prices high. It's okay. Once the war is over, the war won't be over. We already lost the war. We haven't told nobody yet. So they really believe they're really gonna get the right. Well, gas prices high now, but we got to make sure Iran don't have nuclear weapons. Same time with that, Iran has been at the negotiation table with you 3 times now, and each time they had agreed to zero enrichment. But that's not good enough for Israel, is it? It's not good for your handlers, Mr. Trump. The Obama agreement and deal, they was at 3% enrichment. They was following the rules and regulations. The why tell Obama JCPOA deal when they was following the rules, there was at 3% enrichment, not even close to a nuclear bomb. Only reason they went to 60% because you tore up the goddamn agreement Obama administration had with Iran. Just because, Israel, they couldn't have that. And plus, he hated Obama so much. Anything Obama did, he wanted to tear up and rename anyway. And now the next deal we get with Iran is going to be even worse than the agreement and deal Obama had in 2015. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? The Strait of Hormuz was open. Iran never charged a toll until we start fucking with them with Israel. And now we're paying the price for that. The world is paying the price for that. But no, it's not good enough. And like I said, sending them, these people here are neocons.
Doesn't Congress have a say?
You would think they should.
Well, we have the right to fund it. We have the right to make war. The president does have the right to use the military to defend the freedom of this country. He is doing what
but you also have the right to
Obama
declare war,
and
right,
Biden
Senator?
wouldn't do. Say that again. I'm sorry, Caitlin.
You also have the right to the power to declare war as Congress, don't you?
Yeah, we have the power to declare war.
Yeah. Okay, if that's a threat, why don't you do it?
You mentioned the cost of the war. Last month, you were asked about how much it could cost. This is what you said.
We've got to make sure we demolish their ability to do this, and we got to watch our money. We got to do all of those things.
What about the national debt, though? Is there a limit to what we should be spending here?
Oh, absolutely. We have $39 trillion for the debt. We're borrowing money that our kids and our grandkids are going to have to pay off. Inflation.
What would you say your limit on that is, sir?
Well, the way I would do the budget, I would say, what do I think the federal government should do first? Number one, create a military that nobody wants to mess around with us. That's how I would allocate the dollars first. So the amount, if out of the federal treasury.
All sponsored by the military industrial complex. Senator Rick Scott, he used to be the governor of Florida here. Another sorry neocon boomer that needs to fucking retire and get out of all politics. But they're getting too fat and happy and too rich. Him, Lindsey Graham, all these anybody over 60 in our government need to be voted out at this point. I'm done with all these old neocon, old fucking boomers. Ronald Reagan, George Bush, neocon boomers, anybody over 60, just like you need to tell anybody else, you need to all effing retire and be voted out, primary out. I am done with these old ass boomers, so bastards, because they're kicking the can down the road, getting rich and fat. They had family happy, but in the next 10, 15, 20 years, they're not going to be the answers for the bullshit. They hope they all dead and their family be as rich as possible. I'm done with it. Senator Rick Scott needs to get effing go as well. I'm trying to show people, these people need to effing go. They do not care. They're just about being rich and happy. Yeah, another Israel fugitive for sex crime. Yeah, we know our greatest ally is good for the sex crime and messing with kids, except that Jeffrey Epstein files. But nobody really get punished for that. Nobody really go to jail for that. So at the same time, guys, Trump claims he doesn't need Congress approval for additional military operations in Iran due to a ceasefire. Trump said he don't need Congress approval. Nobody else ever asked for it, so why would he say he needed it? The rules and regulations don't apply to them. They've only applied to us, the people. I want people to realize that. Nobody's here to save you. Nobody gives a damn about us. If we the people don't come together, they've been dividing us for the last 50, 60 years. Men versus women, straight versus gay, different religion, the Muslim versus Christianity. the Islam versus Christianity, whatever you want to call blacks versus white. They've been dividing us so much to keep us so separated that we can never unite. It's time to swallow our pride. And we, the people, don't come together. It's over. I think it's already too late, but hey, no better time to the future right now. But at the same time, that's all I got now. We the People podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Share this video, guys, because the truth shall be told. Because I don't know, man. Future looking bleak as hell, but we will see. I'll be back the next.